Chapter 56 picks up with Suho training with the Mutt. Remember, our boy was not putting in this kind of work earlier on in the story, okay? But now he doing this shit with ease, and he doing it alone. We then learn that Suho is strong enough to take on field-type dungeons by himself, which is a feat saved for high-ranking hunters. We learned that the request he made from the Hunters Association yesterday was that all ownership of the field-type dungeons be given to him. Granted, he would be getting a major pushback from other guilds in Korea, but as long as Suho completed a certain condition, everything should be fine. We then see Gray and the Seal begging Suho to come on him with his mission. But y'all know my boy isn't like his dad. He a one-man army. He tells them if he needs them, he'll summon them. Chapter then shifts gears to the D-rank type dungeon, Kachi Field, where Miho, Park Do-jin, and Gihon are there simply to make sure Suho has enough party members, nothing more. The ground then starts shaking under their feet. We see Suho and his shadow army emerge from the field type dungeon with millions in resources. At this point, Gihon and Miho are like completely shocked. He did all this shit within an hour, which far surpasses what a regular hunter can do. We then see Choi talking to the other hunters about whether it's a good idea to give Suho an endless amount of essence stones and materials from Magic Beast. Beck says if Interim takes over and destroys everything, those stones hold no value anymore. We then see Hunter Choi give Lim Tae-gyu a mean-ass side-eye, saying it's funny that the richest person in the room was the one who was all on board giving Suho the dungeons, which is a valid statement since he would literally have nothing to lose. Lim goes on to say he'd do anything to get rid of Star Powder, considering the state it left Lee in. Choi then asks them, what if the invaders are on the same level as the monarchs in the previous world? Will there really be anything we can do against them? Which is a fact. The monarchs was national level hunters basically, and the gap between them is in the S rank is way too wide. The chairman then chimes in saying, aren't you aware by now? This isn't something we can avoid, even if we wanted to. He then puts his faith in Suho, saying he will be able to do it. As the chapter continues, we then get a brief flashback of the hunters discussing how they were going to persuade people who didn't have memories of the previous world. Because, you know, there were some people who were born in this world, and then there were some people who were born in the previous world, but they were transferred over to this world. The chairman recommends they use national level hunters like Thomas Andre of America. These hunters are outliers whose powers rival that of a nation. He then goes on to say, if we push Suho to becoming a national level hunter, that in itself will be his persuasion. We then see the other hunter guilds of Korea, and none of them got any aura. The chapter then shifts gears back to the action, as we see Suho solo leveling the entire field type dungeon by himself. No shadows summoned, all hands. At this point, Gihon can't believe what he's seeing, an E-rank hunter with multiple A-rank shadows clearing a dungeon with ease. Granted, granted y'all, when you play video games, this isn't something uncommon, you know, like when you have them really high ranks, they're able to do this by themselves. In 2 days, Suho managed to clear 2 D-rank dungeons, 4 C-rank dungeons, 2 B-rank dungeons. Like, bro, that's incredible. Suho then goes on to say the metric for measuring mana is MP, but since Suho became stronger, his control over Shadow Authority has improved since his mana has increased. Baru then offers to help Suho by comparing his mana to Park Do-jin's, who's currently at an S rank. Suho turns the offer down, saying he already knows where he stands compared to Park Do-jin. Ooh, the aura. The aura. Oh, the aura. That's fucking fire. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. As the chapter comes to an end, we see Suho arriving home only to find S-rank hunter Dong-soo waiting for him. Bro, I'm really getting tired of this nigga. Like in the previous world, he won shit. In this world, he ain't shit. And when you die in this world and you become a shadow, bro, don't say shit to us. It was GG's from the get-go. But more or less, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, be fucking dynamic, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.